Boards are done. Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. The idea about soldering in a toaster came from me posting on Discord that I had made some PCBs in the toaster oven, and the person did not really understand what I was talking about and thought I was talking about one of these. So obviously I have no choice but to try it. Now, I do not recommend you do what I do. I'm going to be putting metal things in the toaster. I'm going to be laying the toaster on its side. I'm going to be soldering in a toaster. And in fact, you should not eat out of any device that you have soldered in. And I feel really bad for the people who are going to get this one when I return it to Walmart. So don't do that. So the first thing I want to try is a couple of through-hole components. I'm going to just do a resistor over here. This is a 330 ohm for any of you guys who are playing at home and want to try this, although you shouldn't. We're going to spread it out because one of the things, safety is very important here. I want to make sure that these leads do not touch the resistive heaters inside the toaster. I've got water here just in case I need to put out any fires, and I am what you'd call a professional. Next up, I've got a chip that I have no idea what it's for, but I'm going to go ahead and try to put it... Oh, wow, it fell right in. Nice. In fact, I'm probably going to just bend a couple leads to keep it in there. And then we're going to apply some solder paste. Now, to give this thing a fighting chance, I'm going to use some Chip Quick low temperature solder paste. It's a new syringe, so hopefully it'll go out. Okay, nice and neat. Make sure, neatness counts. Make sure you got it exactly as neat as possible. In fact, we're going to... Yeah, that looks good right there. Just nice and easy. All right, so actually I think we're about ready to go. Let me prep the toaster and we'll be right back. Now, looking at the solder paste, this is the heat profile that it recommends. So I think the proper setting on the toaster for that is, looks like about a number 6. So with safety being number 1 priority, we are going to put this on a baking sheet and we're going to put it long ways, and I'm going to plug the toaster into an outlet strip so that I can unplug it separately if I need to. Okay, so we are going to gently slide the PCB into the toaster. Now it's turned off at the outlet strip. Feels like it's going to get stuck. These components, this might be better for SMD. We'll try SMD later. But I'm going to go ahead and push, believe it or not, the toaster down with the board in it. And then that will allow me to turn on the power cord over here. And hey, it stayed. Nice. I wasn't sure if that was actually going to stay shut. So we're getting warm. Smells like we're getting warm. Smells wonderful. So we do have a mix of that oil burn off from the it being a new toaster, as well as whatever I'm putting on the board. Okay, we've passed the initial burn off stage. Probably should have done that before I put a PCB in it. You think 6 was too much? I hear cracking. Does that mean the solder paste is doing what it's doing? Maybe I'm going to stand off to the side a little bit so I don't get hit with a flaming board. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is scarier than I was expecting. Okay. Alright, this is a little... Alright, I'm going to kill it. Oh, that's a lot of smoke. That's a lot of smoke. That is a lot of smoke. I should probably open up the door. Battery. So I wouldn't exactly say that went well. I've spent the last 2 days getting the stench out of my office, and the soldering sort of worked, but I felt like it needed just a little bit more time than I could afford to give it in the toaster. So yeah, those are my results. Soldering in a toaster not recommended. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.